Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
I muted myself. Good morning, everybody. It's Labor of Love. It's Labor Day weekend. Matter of fact, it's Labor Day. And yet I'm still doing this show. I should be asleep. I should be asleep in my bed. And yet here I am with y'all this morning. Now, I'm not going to be here long. I'm doing this for consistency. And because maybe there's somebody who says to themselves, I never get a chance to see the show. I'm always at work or school or pimping or something, and so they were like, we ain't never been able to be here. So I was like, let me give y'all a few minutes of me on a Monday morning on this here Labor Day, and then get on out. And to be honest, the only reason I'm up is because I have to take my daughter back to school. If it weren't for that, y'all would have had to figure out another way to entertain yourselves this morning. Y'all would have really had to figure out something else. And then I'm on my phone because my computer is updating. It's a lot happening in my life this morning on a Labor Day. On a day of labor. On what I believe to be is one of the greatest weeks of the year. We'll explain why in just a minute. But first and foremost, man, thank everybody for tuning in. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you have watched this show before and you still tune back in today, you decided to watch one more time, I thank you, man, because, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. So first thing I do on this show, man, is I speak to people. If I ain't sleeping with you, I'm speaking with you. So let me go ahead and make all those shout-outs this morning. And the first three people, of course, I speak to, they get medals. So we start off with the bronze medal, and that's going on to Miss Eartha Garrett. Eartha. She's our bronze medal today. And coming in winning the silver, Rochelle Peebles Kidd. Peebles. It sounds like Pebbles with extra E. Huh? If Pebbles was on E, she'd be Peebles. So shout outs to her. And also the gold medal today goes to the sheriff herself, Miss Roberta Carter, always in here making sure that I behave myself. And that's what her job is, and she does it well. Also here, Betty Burnett, Tanya Williams, Yvette Hollins. Oh no, I broke it. Wait a minute. Tanya Williams, Yvette Hollins, Cynthia Madkins, Antoinette Dean is in here. Melissa Kuther like Luther is in here. Keith Brown in the building. Michelle is in the building. Even my best friend Rhonda's in here. So that means I really have to be on my best behavior because Rhonda is mean and she doesn't let me act up. Everywhere I go, she's like, be an adult, act right, blah, 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 blah. Sneezed. I did. So today's Labor Day, man. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. I don't know where you're watching from, but today seems to be a good Labor Day. Today's Labor Day, which is weird because on Labor Day, nobody works. Someone has babies. I guess you could have a baby on Labor Day. I don't know what Labor Day is about. I don't know what the origins of Labor Day are. I don't know what created Labor Day. Like Labor Day, I don't understand it. Is it a celebration of work? Because most people don't get paid for Labor Day. You get the day off, but you don't get paid. Keith Brown is in North Carolina. I don't know what Labor Day is. I don't know if it means that you're supposed to work, you're not supposed to work. Are we celebrating labor? Are we? I don't know the origins of Labor Day. Now, back in the day, Labor Day used to just be the day before back to school. That's all it was. What up, though? Labor Day was just the day before you sent your kids back to school. Labor Day used to be a day of celebration because you knew that you was gonna have house freedom in a day. Your kids have been in your house, eating you out of house at home, doing all kinds of stuff, wanting to spend time with you, talking to you, doing all kinds of stuff that you hate as a parent. And you knew that you would be able to get rid of that burden of children and put them off on somebody else. You knew that that was tomorrow, especially in Virginia. Virginia had a whole law in place that they couldn't start school until after Labor Day. But all laws are made to be broken and changed and amended. And so now kids have been going back to school all kinds of times. So I don't know what the purpose of Labor Day is. My college kids are always in before Labor Day. My son's now in private school, so he was in school 3 weeks ago. So he's been in school. Labor Day means nothing. What does Labor Day mean? It's not one of those holidays where people feel some kind of way. Like, you got holidays that bring up emotions for you. You know, people feel some kind of way about Veterans Day and Memorial Day. Even 4th of July gives you good feelings. Easter holiday, you got, oh, it's Easter. Jesus ain't dead no more. I ain't dead no more. All I do is this, huh? All I do is this. That's what Jesus came out saying, and just holding his hands out to people. Like, Jesus ain't dead no more. All I do is this, huh? Okay, so then Easter feels good. Christmas, you got great feelings about Christmas. You know what that's about. Thanksgiving, you know what that's about. But what is Labor Day even about? What does it even mean? We know what Black History Month is. We don't even know what Labor Day is. We just excited about it. Is because we're excited about it because we ain't got to go to work. Betty Burnett says, all I know is you're not supposed to wear white after the day. And why not? Why? I've been rebellious. Who made up that rule? Who was the person that sat down and was like, you wear white after Labor Day? Why not? Now, you already got women who are involved in color patterns, and y'all make things difficult. So you now got eggshell white and winter white, and all of them the dirty whites. The dirty whites. So you got to go research whites, and then you got to go dirty whites. Katrina says, I'll research sex, but not Labor Day. And I would research it. I would research it, but my computer's not working. And I still wear white after Labor Day, Keith. There's nothing you can tell me about the clothes that I buy. It's not like I can go in my closet and be prepared to wear something and be like, oh, no, I can't. It's after Labor Day, and it's white. Oh! I already don't like people telling me what to wear. To me, like, I don't go to all white parties. I just don't, because I feel like they're racism. I feel like every all white party is a little bit of the 60s. Anytime you're not allowing blacks in, I'm not going. I'm holding true. I believe that Martin Luther King wouldn't go to an all-white party. Malcolm X wouldn't go to an all-white party. If you're not going to let black people in, you're not letting them in. And I know there's no racial connotation to an all-white party. It's a color scheme. But I don't like people telling me. I don't like people telling me what I can wear. I won't. Stay out of my business. I don't go to a uniform party where everybody's wearing the same thing. First of all, if you go to a party where everybody's wearing the same color, it's hard to tell your homeboy who the girl is to holler at. We need colors in the party so you know who to holler at. You go to your homeboy, you be like, hey, you see old girl, man, she fat to death. Which one? The girl in the white. But it's everybody. Everybody's in the white. I have no way to differentiate who is who. I have no idea of knowing where to go and who to talk to. Let everybody wear a color. We gotta do better. So I have no idea what Labor Day is, no idea what Labor Day is about, or why we do it. But I'm here for y'all on Labor Day, on a holiday. Now, here's something that I do yearly. And I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have a message that you want to get out to the people. that you're trying to make sure everybody gets this message. And I'm doing it. Labor Day is a cookout day. Now, I do know we labor on grills. There's a lot of grill labor happening. A lot of grill labor. A lot of people getting into it, grilling. Grilling is difficult for a man. Labor Day is another day of grilling. This could be one of the premier grill days in American history. You got 4th of July, which is a huge grill day. But Memorial Day, you can get a little bit of grilling in, some people, but it's not known. It's not known for its grillations. Labor Day is known for cookouts. Now, I think it's silly that we had a cookout on Labor Day when you know you got to go to work tomorrow. So it's going to be difficult. I'm a big proponent of having the cookout on a day before the day off. So Labor Day Sunday should be your cookout day so that you can have Monday off. I still believe that the Super Bowl should be played on Saturday. I believe the Super Bowl should be played on Saturday. Therefore, you got a way to recover from the Super Bowl on that Sunday. It's difficult when the Super Bowl is on Sunday. You got Super Bowl parties. A lot of times you're going to get intoxicated. You're going to drink too much. And then they be like, now go to work. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair. I don't think people should have to go through that. Those are my personal feelings. I'm getting ready to do something real crazy real quick. Y'all hold on. Y'all hold on for a second. It's about to get real weird. It's about to get real weird in here. Don't worry about it. There I am, see? Got myself out. I took myself out of my own stream. My computer's working again. I just forgot my whole comment. All right, so now people want to admonish me about looking up sex and not the origin of Labor Day. History of Labor Day. What is Labor Day history? The labor movement and American workers. Labor Day celebrates American workers and their past and contributions to the success of our country. So today is a day to celebrate having a job. So can unemployed people celebrate Labor Day? If you don't have no job, you shouldn't be able to support Labor Day. You shouldn't even be able to join in. You haven't labored. If you haven't labored, you can't Labor Day. Anyway, here's my point before I get off. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Here's a point that I think everybody should understand. Today's a huge cookout day. There's a lot of pressure on you as a man when you start cooking out. Men, women, y'all don't even know the pressures that men have on cookouts. Men should be grilling. A woman's place is in the kitchen. A man's place is at the grill. I said it and I stand behind it. If there's a woman on your grill, the chances are the food's going to be disgusting. It's not a woman's place. A woman has no business behind the grill. None. Why are you there, ma'am? I'm going to look sideways. at the men at the cookout if y'all let a woman be on the grill. Every time. And I don't even care if she's one of these newfangled women who's decided that they a man now. No. If you got a vagina, you shouldn't be behind a grill. If you got a vagina, you shouldn't be behind a grill. I said it, and I know it may be a statement nobody wants to hear. But Betty, you shouldn't know if you're nice on the grill or not. You shouldn't be there. Lynette, you can wow all you want to. Women can grill. Rochelle says, I grill. You have no business being on the grill. Unless for some reason it's one of those Wonder Woman, all-woman cookouts. If there are no men at the cookout and the food has to be grilled, you let a woman get on the grill. I'm not saying that women can't grill. I said women should not be on the grill. A grill is a man's place. If you remember, men, everything important to a man happens in their waist region. Where does a grill sit? Right at your waist. If you got a vagina, you don't belong behind a grill. And we've been letting women grill far too long. I'm going to look sideways at every man at the cookout. If you are a man at the cookout and you sitting there watching a woman on the grill, I'm challenging you. I'm challenging your manhood. I'm challenging what you stand for. I'm just telling you that right now. Why, sir? Mr. Charles, you don't see that lady over there on the grill? Get up. I walk into your cookout and I see men sitting back, relaxing, enjoying a burger, and I see a woman over there on the grill. I'm coming for all of you. Because fellas, it just makes no sense for her to be over there. Now the kitchen, she can have it. Kitchen, she can have it. Enjoy yourself, ladies. All the kitchen action you want. Bakes and cakes and pies, cakes and pies. You got button thighs, make cakes and pies. I'm with it. But if you got a vagina, you don't belong behind a grill. If you got cakes and pies. If you got button thighs, make cakes and pies. But get off that grill. Get off that grill. There's pressures to a grill that a lot of you women don't know. There's things that are already been set in place in the fabric of time where there's judgment that men have to go through. There's judgments that men have to go through. First of all, as a man, you already got to go with a lot of people shaming you on your grill. Your grill is, to a lot of men, an extension of who they are as a person. That's why you see a lot of men who go deep with their grill, big grills. Sometimes they overcompensating for something, but they get a big grill. You're gonna get the man who has a smoker. They got the egg smoker. There's something about a way a man treats his meat. See, ladies, it's about how the man treats his meat. You can judge a lot about a man by how he treats his meat, how he serves his meat to you. His meat service is important. You gotta wait on it. Every man ain't prepared to serve the meat the same way. That man don't know how to take it low and slow. Huh? Ladies, you got to find you a man that knows the meaning of low and slow. See, a lot of men, we lost some fellas right there. They don't know how to get your meat ready low and slow. Low and slow with the meat. I know what you're saying, though, Cletus. You're saying, Cletus? Men do be having big grills. There's a lot of men that get that grill custom made. It's a place for a man, the grill. Because we already judging each other. And men, I need us to stop the divisiveness. We've let people come in and divide us. All men should be grilling. We've let a lot of people come in and divide us on the grill. What I've learned is that you got two different types of grills. You got a grass grill, you got a charcoal grill. A lot of times a man is looked upon like he's less than if he's using a gas grill. And we've got to stop this. A lot of times, a lot of men, there's been a lot of divisiveness in the grill community. There's a lot of divisiveness in the grill community because the charcoal man seems to be more of a real man because I use charcoal. And they don't respect the gas grill community. I believe the great Negro poet, when discussing the gas grill, the great Negro poet Hank Hill said, taste the meat and not the heat. Taste the meat and not the heat. When you look into the charcoal grill, a lot of times you're going to know, you're going to taste the heat. You're going to taste that charcoal element. That's what it is. See, Betty said gas just doesn't compare to, but if using the gas correctly, it can be done. The taste comes out so much better. See, look at Denise. She's heard the rumors. They say gas is cheating. No, gas is guaranteeing you how much time you got on that grill. Charcoal adds, if you cooking with charcoal adds 12 hours to your meal. Or whatever you're doing, charcoal adds 12 hours to it. You got to go buy the charcoal. You got to carry all them bags. You got to empty the bags. Then you got to get a lighter. And ain't nobody never going to have a lighter. It don't care how prepared you are for the cookout. Nobody has a lighter. You're going to spend 2 to 3 hours trying to find a lighter. Ain't nobody got no lighter. I got no lighter. I need a lighter. And it don't matter if you got lighter fluid or you got the self-lit. No matter what it is, nobody's got a lighter. Ain't nobody got no lighter. Try to find I like this charcoal. Then you gotta light the charcoal and let the charcoal burn for a day and a half. I'm letting that charcoal get ready. All right, I gotta let that charcoal burn. I go ahead and let that get a little coating on it. Let it go ahead and white out. So y'all take your time. I have food ready in 6 days. If you've ever been to a cookout and the food was late, I guarantee you they had a charcoal grill. I guarantee it. You ain't never been to a cookout with a gas grill where the food was late. That's it. That gas grill, I'm ready to go when you want to cook. Now, ain't nothing like hearing that. It's called whoomp. That's the sound it makes when it gets whoomp. Whoomp. Gas grill, done every time. You ain't gotta wait. We can get these dogs going right now. Whoomp. That's what you got. You gotta get a whoomp. If you ain't had no whoomp, it ain't ready. Gas grill. Click, 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 click. Whoomp. And you rolling. You putting that food on. Now, here's the thing that I gotta let y'all know. You gotta have the right people on the grill. They gotta understand grill timing. You don't put your hot dogs and your hamburgers on at the same time. Hot dogs don't take as long as hamburgers. Hot dogs you can put up near the end, whatever you're doing, they can still be warm. Now, you finna burn them all. You got something you got to burn. That's just important. Hot dogs are the only food you're allowed to burn at the cookout. You got to burn the hot dog. You got to have, because you're going to have at least 7, 8 people at every cookout that want burnt hot dogs. They don't just want them done. They want them burnt. It's always going to be people. You never let your hot dogs go Christopher Williams. You can always let your hot dogs get to a Wesley Snipes complexion. But never let them stay Wesley Snipes. Now, that's one thing about them. Never serve any light-skinned food, whether it be your chicken, your hot dogs, no matter what. Now, here goes Nana Let out here just begging for food. Now she's just trying to be fed. Who's cooking burgers on a charcoal? And see, look at the separation. So you telling me somebody get them a good gas grill burger cook, you're going to get them same char lines? If y'all need the smoky essence, they now have these little wood chips you put. You can put the wood chips on your grill, on your gas grill. Will give you that same hickory, whatever you want, hickory flavor, without all the caution, without all the cancer on it. That's it. I'm telling y'all now. We are causing division in cookouts. We got to do better. Here's the other thing, and I'm getting ready to go because I can't be on here all day with y'all today. Can't be here with y'all all day. I got things I got to do. It's a holiday. I shouldn't have to work. I should be enjoying what I am right now. I shouldn't have to put on a shirt. I had to put on a shirt for this. I ain't got no pants on. That's a normal. A lot of people don't be believing me when I say it. Huh? Y'all see the legs. I don't ever have no pants on. I just be out here, hey. What I say about this show, I'm swinging it and bringing it. You know? Swinging it and bringing it every morning. Now, I want to put this out there before I leave. We've already discussed the fact that y'all are creating this division. It's not that I'm not celebrating Labor Day, Katrina. It's just I got stuff I gotta do, man. Nobody cares about my life. I don't have a regular job, so I'll never get to do regular job things. Like I can't just take off and get paid. I only get paid if I work, so it's different. But I get it. I'm happy for y'all. Hey, cheeks to the seat, Yvette. Cheeks to the seat. These is one of those gaming chair, office chairs or something. The leather is supple, So you let that supple leather get up against your cheeks, it creates a feeling. They mesh together. If I do the show too long, when I stand up, the chair stands up with me. If I stand up, if I do the show too long, the cheeks have melded into the seat. So I always got to get up before my cheeks get there. And just so y'all know, a lot of times, what a lot of people don't know about it. Yeah, Keith. Well, I'm just telling you, Keith. This is what happened. And this is what this show is about. This show is about honesty. You let everybody know what happened. Sometimes, if you don't sit right, you can't let those testes have their own way. If you sit too widespread, then they'll drop on down to the seat. Bow. Now you got balls stuck to the seat too. It's just a lot. So there's a lot about sitting cheek to cheek with a chair. But here's what I wanted to tell y'all before I was sidetracked. Didn't mean to be. Here's what's important, people. Here's what's important. If you're going to a cookout today, if you've been invited to a cookout, whatever, please make sure you stick to what they ask you to bring. Keith, I got some issues. Stick to what they ask you to bring at the cookout. This is a well-known cookout rule, and a lot of people don't follow it. Whoever organizes the cookout organizes the food. They got a menu in place. They've arranged the venue, the menu, the seating. They know what they are going to do. They've arranged the venue, the menu, the seating. I need you to stick to what I ask you to bring. If I ask you to bring a store-bought cake, bring a store-bought cake. I'm asking you to bring a store-bought cake because we all know that you cannot bake. That's why we ask you to bring a dessert. We know you can't make any of the main items. You just can't do it. And my cookout is a representation of me. So when you bring something to my cookout and we serve it, people ain't going to judge you. They going to judge me based on what's at the cookout. Here's my thing. If you get invited to a cookout, I'm just giving y'all little small rules. If you get invited to a cookout, if I invite you to a cookout, that means I'm handling most of the main ingredients. That means I'm handling the hamburgers, the hot dogs, probably the chicken. I might throw ribs out there. All the big dollar things I'm handling because it's my cookout. Therefore, if you ask, can I bring something, and I say just bring drinks, I don't care what you drink at home. I don't care what it is you drink at home. At my cookout, you bring brand name. Don't you show up with no Mountain Lion at mine. Don't you show up at my cookout with no Dr. Perky. No, I'm just telling you now. Don't you show up in my house with no Dr. Perky, no Mountain Lion. You better buy real sodas. Real sodas. It wasn't until recently I was shopping for some sodas, and somebody told me, I never thought about it. I was buying some sodas for an event, and I said, what kind of soda should I get? They said, you should buy one dark, one light, and a fruit. The young lady, one of the wisest women I've ever met in my life. I had never thought about soda in that way. She said, buy one dark, one light, and a fruit. I was mesmerized. I was amazed. I had never thought of soda buying in that way. Never thought of soda in that way. Buy one dark, one light, and a fruit. So you got a Coke, a Sprite, and a Fanta Orange, a Dr. Pepper, a Mountain Dew, grape soda, tea, 7-Up. And 7-Up is borderline. If you show up with 7-Up is as low as you can go on the soda pole. 7-Up. Calvin, listen. Calvin, the Pope has spoken. Here's the thing. Them plates, if we ask you to bring plates, I'm providing you meats, salads. Don't you show up here with no cheap plates. You can like 7-Up. And JD Martin, don't call me Martin Luther King. It's okay to like 7-Up. What I'm saying is 7-Up has gotten to the point where it's almost 7-Up is almost. 7-Up is almost. I ain't even gonna lie to you. 7-Up is almost an off-brand. 7-Up is about an off-brand. I ain't heard nobody drink a 7-Up on purpose in a long time. If you bring a 7-Up, you might well bring an RC Cola. If you showing up with 7-Up, you might well come in with RC Cola. See, now here's the thing with ginger ale, Keith. I don't know where to put ginger ale. I don't know where to put ginger ale on the scale. Is ginger ale a light, a dark? Ginger ale is a mulatto drink. That's a mulatto soda. Ginger ale is all things. Just ginger ale. Ginger ale could be a dark, it could be a light, it could be a fruit. Ginger ale is a mulatto soda. Ginger ale, mulatto soda. If you're going to bring that 7-Up, you might well bring some RC Cola. And we're going to sit you off in a corner by yourself. You sit over there. And you know why you sitting there, too. You know why you sitting there. Because you brought 7-Up and RC Cola. You sit over in that corner. And you eat last. Matter of fact, you sit at the children's table for bringing 7-Up. It's ginger ale. And we know it's ginger ale. We know that, Denise. Let me tell you something, Betty. If you show up to the cookout in 3 liters, I'm calling the police. If you show up, they don't even make 3 liters in legitimate sodas. So every 3-liter soda is illegitimate. If you show up with a 3-liter, I'm gonna ask you kindly to leave. They never make real sodas. Don't come in 3 liters. You show up in a 3-liter if you want to. I'm a call if it's my event. I can't tell you what somebody else does at their event because it's their event. They can do what they want to do. But if you show up to my cookout, if I throw a cookout and you show up with 3 liters, I'm going to kindly ask you to leave or I'm calling the police. You are officially trespassing if you show up with a 3-liter. And that's on everything. That's it. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna tell you now. If we go into one, if an adult cookout where they allowing liquor, let me let you know something before I get out of here. If you go to somebody's cookout and they ask you to bring a bottle, the bottle now belongs to the house. Let me be clear with that. If you go to a cookout and they say just bring a bottle, unless they tell you bring what you want to drink, oh, the police is coming over a 3-liter. You come to my house with a 3 liter. You getting, the police are being called. Here's the thing. If it's not a BYOB where it's on your table or whatever, if you ask me what can I bring, and I say, hey, just bring a bottle of something, that bottle belongs to the house. And don't you bend over to get that bottle. Liquor store etiquette. Don't you bend over to get that bottle. When you buying liquor in a liquor store, hands out. That's what it's all about. If you're doing this or this, you fine. This or this. None of this. What are you looking down for? You better not be looking down. You better not look down. No. The Bible says, look to the hills which cometh your shelf. You may not come there with no bottom shelf liquor. The only way you can even use any bottom shelf liquor is if you make it into some kind of punch or something. I'm gonna tell you right now, you show up with some Burnett's, and I'm gonna get a line with anybody that brought Burnett's or a 3 liter. Y'all stand right over there, and we gonna have y'all out of here. Y'all out of here. It don't make no sense. And that liquor stays with the house. It stays at the house. Liquor.com. Got the cheap liquors. Buffalo Trace. Cheap. Bacardi. Superior Right. Never. And here's something that I learned. Light liquor is always cheaper. If you're afraid of what kind of liquor to buy, light liquor is what you don't want. Denise, let me tell you something right now. I hate to do this, but I'm about to kick you off the live. I'm kicking you off the live because that means you've been drinking Aristocrat to know that it's getting better. Aristocrat ain't getting no better. They might be changing the labeling, but Aristocrat is still a trip to the hospital. You shouldn't be drinking Aristocrat if you old enough to know better. If you're not in college and you drinking Aristocrat, I got a problem. Pinnacle is not. Pinnacle is a lie. Listen, cheap liquors always try to confuse you and make you feel like they're better liquor by using a fancy name. You think Pinnacle, ooh, that's top of the line. Pinnacle is not. It's not top of the line. You be like, ooh, Aristocrats. Ooh, those are fancy people, but it's not a fancy liquor. I'm trying to figure out how I could put Denise on a pause or timeout. Talking about some Burnett. She done came in here talking about Burnett's and Aristocrat. Tanya talking about some Pinnacle. And here's the thing with Pinnacle. Pinnacle tries to get you because Pinnacle got a whole bunch of amazing flavors. They got the cotton candies and stuff. Pinnacle is a drink really for bars. Pinnacle is for the bar. You go to a bar, they got Pinnacle. Don't you bring no Pinnacle to my establishment home. My home establishment. Don't you do it. I'm telling you now. It's gonna be consequences and repercussions. You walk up into my house with some Pinnacle. You walk up in my house with some Pinnacle, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Oh, Tony said that's a cheap one. Yeah, don't walk in my house with Pinnacle. We're gonna have a no. The headache ain't worth it. Anyway, y'all enjoy y'all Labor Day, man. Getting back to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's a short week. Short weeks are always the best. I'm getting ready to get out of here, take this girl back to North Carolina. Listen, I got to hang out with my baby girl, so it was a good weekend, man. I did enjoy that. I know I used to do a weekend recap, but I got to hang out with my baby girl, and that's what's important, man. She came home. She act like she still knows me and loves me, so that's a good thing. I was excited about that. It was a good thing. I enjoyed it. You know, sometimes there are times where you got to act like you enjoy your kids, like you still love them. You know, you gotta at least give them the impression that you like them. That's one of the things that I've learned about children, especially if they coming home from college. I don't want to talk about the Norfolk State game because Norfolk State lost to Virginia State. There were moments where I felt like I didn't even want to claim them as my alma mater. There's no reason for us to lose to Virginia State. And not only did we lose the football game to Virginia State, they lost the giving contest to Virginia State by like $100,000. So Virginia State alumni gave more than the Norfolk State alumni. We failed in so many ways. We failed in so many ways this week. Spartans, we got to do better. But there's me and Nyla right there. Look at her. She's home. She's a real person. If y'all know anything about me, I don't smile in pictures. And so you could tell I was happy that my daughter was home because I was smiling in the picture. And she made me take her out to eat. So there's that. I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. Listen, have an amazing weekend. I'll do a recap of the weekend tomorrow when everybody's here. Y'all people are important. Y'all people are always invited to any cookout that I do. But anything else is a no-go. Y'all are always. So tomorrow, new show alert. I'm starting a new program tomorrow. It's coming on 8:30 p.m. So you'll be able to see me in the morning and see me in the evening on Tuesdays. That show is going to be called Second Give. Second Give is my version of First Take. If you don't watch sports programming, First Take is a sports program where they come up and they give takes. They talk about what's going on in sports. But it's always ex-NFL players and columnists and stuff like that. I've decided that some of the best sports talk comes from regular people, just guys with real jobs, or maybe sometimes a woman. I don't know why we would let a woman talk about sports unless it was crocheting, or if the woman comes in to do some kind of fashion tips. I don't know. There's no reason to have women talk about sports. Nobody wants to hear that. But I can be my own man. I'm just playing. Women can talk about sports too. But the show is going to be called Second Give, and I'm just going to have regular guys on the show. Maybe every now and again a lady, and sometimes a lesbian, just to balance it out. So we're going to do that. That's going to be at 8:30 p.m. We'll be on. We'll talk about that. So Betty says I'm there just because you said that. So we're gonna be on. We're gonna talk about sports. Tomorrow will be the first episode. Tomorrow's episode will be. We got topics for tomorrow's episodes. What can Prime do for you? So we'll be talking about Prime in Colorado. We're also gonna talk about if the United States can win FIBA because they out there losing. And we'll be doing our NFL preview. So we'll talk about the NFL. Because lesbians, if we have a lesbian on the show, lesbians are the ginger ale of the real world. We don't know if it's dark, light, or fruit. Lesbian. We don't know what it is. Ginger ale is all drinks to all people. Lesbians. Everybody loves them. So there you go. So we get a lesbian. She can be a woman and she can be a man and she can talk sports. So we get all of those things mixed into one. Boom. Lebanon's. And yes, we know straight women like sports too, but she's probably out on a grill somewhere. So we ain't got to deal with her. All right. So we'll be there tomorrow. Why am I like this? I don't know. It just happens. I'm probably going to get shut down sooner or later. So there we go. So tomorrow night, 8:30, tell a friend will be on. I got 3 amazing co-hosts. Tomorrow I'll have as co-host Slater Johnson because he's a cripple. So I always like to get the handicap weight. He can also cover Special Olympics. So that's great. My man Jason Wells, who owns a sports agency. And then we also gonna have It's another person. Oh, one of my best friends, Alonzo McConney. He does nothing but be a great husband, but he knows basketball. He knows sports. So we're going to talk it out 8:30. Normal guys talking about sports. Normal guys talking about sports. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great thing. Second Give. Y'all make sure y'all tune into that. Make sure y'all share this show. All that is called those amazing things. Until then, I will see y'all again on tomorrow. It's been great. It's been real. It's been real. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. I'm out until tomorrow. Make sure you master your Monday. Take control of it. It's going to be a great week. I'm sure you all love it as I am. I'm out. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started